Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Every Day, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Emily.
Hello, Emily. It's great to be back here with you. And, of course, with all our wonderful listeners from around the world.
It's great to see you too, Paul. How are you today?
I'm very good, thank you. I had a really nice morning. The weather was beautiful, the sun was shining, and I enjoyed a quiet cup of coffee before starting my day. And you? How are you feeling today?
I'm wonderful, thank you. My morning was good too. Very calm, very peaceful. Sometimes it's nice to just sit for a while and think about the day ahead.
A quiet morning is a good morning.
Yes, it really is. It helps you start the day with calm energy.
Speaking of my morning, that's something that already happened. It's in the past.
Exactly. And that, my friend, is our topic for today. How to talk about the past.
Oh, that's a great topic. The past. Talking about things that happened before now.
Exactly. Like yesterday, or last week, or even this morning. Being able to talk about the past is very important in everyday conversations. It helps us share our stories and memories, and that's how people connect.
That's true. When you tell someone about your day, you're really telling them a story from your past.
Yes, and that's why this lesson will help you not only speak English, but also tell your story with confidence.
But before we travel to the past, let's talk about the present for one quick second.
Good idea. To all our fantastic listeners, if you enjoy our podcast, please take a moment to click the like button.
And don't forget to subscribe to English Every Day.
Yes, and please share this episode with your friends and family. It really helps us a lot. When you share, it helps more people learn English together with us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your support. We love reading your comments and seeing how your English improves week by week.
Learning English is like a journey. Each small step you take brings you closer to fluency. And today, we're taking another step together. A step into the past.
I like that. A step into the past. Sounds exciting already.
It is. So, are you ready, Paul? Ready to talk about the past?
I am ready. I was born ready for English lessons.
That's the spirit. Today, we'll start with something very simple, something we use every single day when we talk about things that already happened.
And that something is...
The verbs was and were. Two little words, but very powerful when we want to describe what things were like before now.
All right, that sounds perfect.
So, let's go back in time together, just a little bit, and explore how to talk about where we were, what we did, and how we felt.
Sounds great. Let's get started.
Wonderful. Let's begin with how to use to be in the past. All right, Paul, are you ready to talk about the past?
I'm ready, Emily. Let's go back in time.
Perfect. So when we talk about something that already finished, something that happened before now, we use special words.
That's right. And I think one of the most important words is was.
Yes, exactly. Was comes from is. It's the past form of am and is.
For example, today I am happy. Yesterday I was happy.
Perfect example. Am and is change to was.
So if I say, today the weather is sunny, what do I say for yesterday?
Yesterday, the weather was cloudy.
Ah, I see. So is for now, and was is for the past.
That's right. Let's try another example. Something about a place. Where were you yesterday evening, Paul?
Yesterday evening, I was at home.
At home, very nice. And what about me? I can say, I was at the supermarket yesterday.
So you can say, I am at the supermarket when it's happening now, and I was at the supermarket when it already happened.
Exactly. It's simple, right? We just change the word.
It really is. That's why I love English. Sometimes it's so simple once you see the pattern.
Yes, once you understand the logic, it becomes easier and easier.
Okay, but what about are? You are here today. What about yesterday?
Good question. Are changes to were.
So I can say, you were here yesterday too.
Exactly. Were. W-E-R-E. Were.
All right, so let me check if I got this right. Am and is become was, and are becomes were.
That's perfect, Paul. You got it.
Let's try a few examples then. Emily, where were you last Saturday?
Last Saturday, I was at the park with my sister.
Oh, nice. Was it fun?
Yes, it was. The park was beautiful and the weather was perfect.
That sounds wonderful. What about you, Paul? Where were you last weekend? Last weekend, I visited my parents. So I was at my parents' house.
That's lovely. Were your parents happy to see you?
Yes, they were very happy. We were all together for dinner. It was a really nice evening.
That's great to hear. Family time is always special.
It is. It always makes me feel relaxed.
So, listeners, you can hear that was and were are used to describe things in the past, where you were, how you felt, or what something was like.
Right. For example, I was tired. You were at the cinema. The food was delicious.
Exactly. Those are all good examples.
So was and were help us talk about states or locations that are finished, things that already happened.
That's right. Was and were are part of the verb to be, and they're very common in daily English.
You'll hear them in almost every story or conversation because we always talk about what happened, where we were, what we did, or how we felt.
Exactly. And speaking of what we did, let's move on to something a little more active.
Ooh, I like that. Sounds like we're going to talk about actions.
That's right. In the next part, we'll learn how to describe the things we did in the past. Walking, talking, cooking, playing, all the actions that make up our day.
Perfect. Let's move from to be to do.
Yes. Let's learn how to use action verbs in the past. All right, Paul, now that we know how to use was and were, let's move on to something a little more active.
You mean verbs? Action words?
Exactly. Let's talk about what we did in the past. All those things like walk, talk, play, cook, and clean.
Ah, yes. The things we actually do in our day.
Right. So, when we talk about actions in the past, many English verbs are easy to change. We just add ed at the end.
That's simple enough. So walk becomes walked.
Exactly. Today, I walk in the park. Yesterday, I walked in the park.
Nice. Just add ed. That's not too bad.
Yes, let's try another one. Today, I talk to you. Yesterday, I talked to my friend on the phone.
Perfect. You're a natural teacher, Emily.
Thank you, Paul. Let's keep going. How about the verb watch?
Oh, I know that one. Today, I watch TV in the evening. Yesterday, I watched TV last night.
Very good. What did you watch?
I watched a movie. It was a comedy.
Oh, fun. Did you laugh?
Yes, I laughed a lot.
Great. So laugh becomes laughed. You see the pattern? So many regular verbs just need ed.
That's nice. So cook becomes cooked, clean becomes cleaned, and play becomes played.
Exactly. Let's make a little story using some of these verbs.
Okay, let me try. Yesterday morning, I walked to the cafe. I listened to music on my headphones.
That's a great start. Listened is perfect. What happened when you got to the cafe?
I waited in line. Then I ordered a coffee.
Waited, ordered, both are regular verbs. Very good, Paul.
Thank you. This ed ending is very useful. It makes everything sound complete.
You're right. And listeners, here's something important. The pronunciation of ed can change a little depending on the word.
Oh, yes. Sometimes it sounds like T, sometimes D, and sometimes id.
Exactly. For example, walked sounds like walked. Cleaned sounds like cleaned. And waited sounds like wait-id.
Ah, interesting. But don't worry too much about that right now, right?
Right. The main thing is to remember to add ed. The pronunciation will come naturally with practice.
Got it. Add ed and keep talking.
That's the spirit. Let's give our listeners a few more examples.
Sure. How about these? I cooked dinner. I played football. I cleaned my room. I watched a movie. And I listened to music.
Excellent. Those are all very common and very natural sentences to describe your past day.
I can see how this helps me tell stories. Once you know these ed verbs, you can describe almost anything you did.
Exactly. And you'll notice that when people speak English, they use past verbs all the time without even thinking about it.
So true. It's just part of everyday conversation.
That's right. And now that you know how to talk about what was and what happened, you're ready to learn about something even more interesting, verbs that don't follow the rule.
Ah, the tricky ones. I think I know what's coming next.
Yes, the irregular verbs. Some of them change completely in the past tense.
Sounds exciting and a little challenging.
It is, but don't worry, we'll make it easy and fun, just like always.
Great. I'm ready to learn the strange but wonderful world of irregular verbs.
Perfect. Let's jump right into it in the next part. So, Paul, now that we've mastered the regular verbs, let's talk about the special ones, the irregular verbs.
Ah, yes, the ones that like to break the rules.
Exactly. These verbs are a little different because they don't use ed. Instead, they change completely in the past tense.
All right, that sounds interesting. Can you give me an example?
Sure. Let's start with one of the most common verbs in English, go. Today, I go to work. But yesterday, I went to work.
Oh, so go becomes went. We don't say goed. That would sound funny.
Yes, exactly. Goed doesn't exist. We just say went.
Got it. So yesterday I went to work. Easy enough.
Perfect. Let's try another one. Where did you go last summer, Paul?
Last summer I went to the beach with my family.
Nice. I love the beach. I also went to the beach last year. It's always relaxing to hear the sound of the waves and feel the warm sand.
Ah, yes. I could stay there forever.
So, go becomes went. Let's look at another common verb, eat. Today, I eat an apple. Yesterday, I ate an apple.
So eat becomes ate. I like that one. It's short and simple.
Exactly. And we use it a lot. For example, last night you cooked dinner, right?
Yes, I cooked chicken and vegetables.
So you can say, I ate the chicken and vegetables.
Right. Yesterday I ate chicken and vegetables for dinner.
Perfect. And what about drink? Do you think drinked is correct?
No, that sounds wrong. Maybe drank?
Yes, that's right. Drink becomes drink. Today I drink water. Yesterday I drank water.
Okay, so go becomes went, eat becomes ate, drink becomes drank.
Very good. Let's keep going. Another one is see. Today I see a bird. Yesterday I saw a bird.
See becomes saw. That's nice and simple.
Yes, and it's very common. For example, at the park, you can say, I saw many people.
Or I saw my friends.
Exactly. And when you talk about movies, you can say, I saw a funny movie last night.
Oh, yes, I saw a very funny movie yesterday evening. I laughed so hard.
That's great. What about the verb take? Let's try that one.
Okay, take. Today I take a photo. Yesterday, taked?
No, not taked. It's took.
Ah, take becomes took. That's tricky one.
It is, but it's very useful. For example, you can say, I took many photos at the park, or I took the bus to work.
That's easy to remember now. Take becomes took.
Excellent. Let's do another one. Have. Today, I have a car. Yesterday, I had a busy day.
Oh, have becomes had. That's a short one.
Yes, very short and very common. You'll use had all the time.
So, for example, yesterday I had lunch with my parents.
Exactly. And at your friend's birthday party last month, you had fun, right?
Yes, I had a lot of fun. We ate cake and we sang songs.
That's perfect. Sing is another irregular verb. It becomes sang.
Sing becomes sang. We sang happy birthday loudly and completely out of tune.
That sounds like a real party.
So far, I've learned go becomes went, eat becomes ate, drink becomes drank, see becomes saw, take becomes took, have becomes had, and sing becomes sang.
Excellent list. These are some of the most useful irregular verbs in English.
You're right. I hear them all the time in movies and songs.
Exactly. Irregular verbs are different, but they are also very common. The best way to learn them is to use them in your daily conversations.
So I should practice making stories, right?
Yes, that's the best way to remember them. The more you use them, the more natural they will sound.
Perfect. Then maybe I can try to make a story using both regular and irregular verbs.
That's a wonderful idea, Paul. In fact, that's exactly what we're going to do next.
Oh, great. I love storytelling.
Me too. So in the next part, we'll take everything we've learned, was, were, regular verbs, and irregular verbs, and put them together into a complete story.
I'm excited for that. I think our listeners will love it too.
I think so. Let's help everyone practice by building a full story about a weekend or a holiday.
That sounds perfect. Let's do it.
Wonderful. Let's begin our storytelling practice in the next part. All right, Paul, now that we've learned was and were, and we've practiced both regular and irregular verbs, let's put everything together.
Oh, I love this part. Storytelling time.
Exactly. When you can use all these words together, you can talk about your day, your weekend, or even your holiday in a natural way.
That's great. So can I start?
Of course, go ahead.
Okay, here's my story. Last weekend was great. On Saturday, I went to the city with my friend.
You went to the city? Nice. What did you do there?
First, we walked around and looked at the shops. I saw a really nice shirt in the window.
Walked, looked, and saw. Good mix of regular and irregular verbs.
Thanks. But I didn't buy the shirt. Instead, I bought a book.
Very good. Buy becomes bought.
Yes, that's right. After the shops, we were hungry, so we went to a small restaurant.
Oh, I see. You were hungry and you went to eat. What did you have?
I ate a big pizza and drank a glass of lemonade. My friend had pasta.
Pizza and pasta. That sounds delicious.
It was. The food was very good. We talked for a long time, laughed a lot, and then we took the train home.
That's a perfect story. You used was, regular verbs like walked and talked, and irregular verbs like went, ate, and took.
Thank you, Emily. It's really helpful to put everything together in a story. It makes more sense that way.
Exactly. When you use all the verbs in context, you remember them much faster.
I also feel more confident speaking when I can tell a full story, not just single sentences.
That's the goal, Paul. Learning English is about being able to share your experiences, and stories make that possible.
You're right. I can now tell someone about my day or my weekend without worrying too much about grammar.
That's the spirit, and that's how people speak in real life, naturally mixing different verb forms without even thinking about it.
So now is it your turn, Emily?
Yes, my turn. Let me tell you about my last holiday.
Oh, this should be good. I'm listening.
My last holiday was in the spring. I went to a small town in the countryside.
That already sounds lovely. Did you go alone?
No, I went with my sister. We stayed in a small hotel. The hotel was very old, but very beautiful.
Went, stayed, was. You're using all the right words.
Thank you. Every morning, we walked in the hills. The weather was perfect, and we saw many sheep and cows.
That sounds peaceful and relaxing.
It really was. In the afternoons, we visited small local shops in the town. I bought some local cheese and handmade crafts.
Bought. Very good. I bet the cheese was delicious.
Oh, it was. We ate it with bread for lunch, and we also drank fresh juice made from local fruits.
That sounds like a perfect countryside lunch.
It truly was. In the evenings, we were usually tired, so we read our books and listened to the quiet sounds of nature.
Red. That was a tricky one. It looks the same but sounds different in the past, right?
Exactly. It's spelled R-E-A-D, but it's pronounced like red in the past tense.
Ah, yes. That always surprises me.
So yes, we read our books, relaxed, and enjoyed the calm atmosphere. We had a wonderful time.
That sounds amazing. Your story makes me want to go on a quiet holiday, too.
You should, Paul. It's good for the soul.
I believe you. And your story is also a great example for our listeners. It shows how we can combine was, were, regular and irregular verbs naturally.
Exactly. That's the key, to mix them all together in real sentences.
So, listeners, you can do the same. Try to make a short story about your last weekend or your last holiday.
Yes, start simple. For example, I went to the park. I played football. I ate ice cream. I was happy.
That's perfect. And remember, practice makes progress.
Absolutely. The more you tell stories, the easier it becomes to speak naturally in English.
I like that. Tell more stories, speak more naturally.
That's right, Paul. And now that we've told our stories, let's take a moment to review everything we've learned today.
Sounds good. A quick recap before we wrap up.
Exactly. In the next part, we'll go over the main verbs again, review their forms, and help our listeners feel even more confident when talking about the past.
Great idea. Let's do a quick review together.
Wonderful. Let's move on to our summary and practice section. All right, Paul. Before we finish for today, let's do a quick review. We learned so many useful things.
Yes, we did. I feel like we really traveled through time today, from is and are all the way to was, were, and even the tricky irregular verbs.
That's right. So let's start with the basics. When we talk about something that happened before now, we use the past tense.
Exactly. And for to be, we say was or were. For example, I was tired or they were at home.
Perfect examples. Was and were help us describe how things were or where we were in the past.
Then we moved on to action verbs, the regular ones. Those are easy. You just add ed at the end.
Yes, walk becomes walked, play becomes played, cook becomes cooked, and watch becomes watched.
Right. Just add ed. So simple.
And finally, we talked about irregular verbs. Those are special because they don't follow the rule.
Oh, yes, the ones that like to surprise us.
Exactly. Like go, went, eat, ate, drink, drank, see, saw, have, had, take, took, buy, bought, and come, came.
And don't forget sing, sang, and read, which looks the same but sounds different in the past.
Yes, that's right. It's read in the present and read, pronounced like read, in the past.
These verbs make English sound richer and more expressive. Once you know them, you can describe your past very naturally.
Absolutely. And remember, it's okay to make mistakes. Making mistakes is part of learning. The most important thing is to keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep having fun.
That's right. Don't be afraid to use your English. The more you talk, the more confident you become.
Yes, and to all our wonderful listeners, we want you to practice too. Let's do a little challenge for you.
Ooh, I love challenges. What's the question for today, Emily?
The question is simple. What did you do last weekend?
That's a great question. You can answer something short like, I went to the park, or I watched a movie, or even, I ate pizza with my family.
Exactly. Just write a few sentences using the past tense. It's one of the best ways to practice what you learned today.
And we'll love reading your comments and seeing how you use was, were, ed verbs, and those tricky irregular ones.
Yes, we really enjoy seeing your progress. Every time you share, you inspire other learners too.
That's so true. We're all learning together.
And don't forget, if you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, and subscribe to English Every Day. It really helps us grow and reach more learners around the world.
Your support means so much to us. It's what keeps this show going.
Thank you all for listening today. We hope this lesson helps you feel more confident talking about your past.
I think it was a great session. I learned a lot too, Emily.
Me too, Paul. It's always fun to practice together.
Time really flew by the day.
It did. So, to all our amazing listeners, remember, keep learning, keep smiling, and keep speaking English every day.
Beautifully said. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
We'll see you next time on English Every Day.
Goodbye for now.
Why?